Part 1. Early life and education. Salahuddin Ayyubi was born in Tikrit, Iraq, in 1137. His birth was considered a blessing for his noble Kurdish family. He belonged to a respected Kurdish clan known for loyalty and bravery. His father, Najmuddin Ayyub, was a righteous and wise man. Salahuddin grew up in an environment filled with faith, discipline, and deep respect for Islamic teachings. His childhood shaped his strong character. He received early education in the Holy Quran, Islamic law, and Arabic literature. His intelligence made him stand out among other students. His father and Uncle Shirkuh were experienced military leaders. They introduced him to the art of warfare and leadership from a young age. Unlike many young men of his time, Salahuddin preferred learning, worship, and reflection over worldly pleasures. His spiritual side was remarkable. His family moved to Damascus, a center of Islamic culture and politics. There, Salahuddin absorbed knowledge from renowned scholars and leaders. The Zengid ruler, Nur ad-Din Zangi, recognized the potential of Salahuddin's family. He trusted Najmuddin Ayyub with important political responsibilities. Nur ad-Din's court was a place of learning and strategy. Salahuddin grew in an environment that combined faith, politics, and military discipline. He learned the importance of justice, humility, and faith from his teachers. These values became the foundation of his future leadership. Salahuddin trained in horsemanship, swordsmanship, and military planning. Yet, he always believed that victory comes from faith, not only strength. His devotion to prayer and Quranic recitation earned him respect among scholars and soldiers alike. People saw him as pious and wise. Even as a young man, Salahuddin was not eager for power. His goal was to serve Islam and protect its people. His intelligence allowed him to understand both the art of war and the essence of peace. This balance would define his leadership style. Salahuddin's early years were marked by discipline and modesty. He stayed close to scholars, learning from their wisdom and their faith. The teachings of Islam deeply shaped his personality. He grew to see leadership not as a privilege, but as a responsibility. Under Nur ad-Din Zangi's guidance, Salahuddin learned about the political situation of the Muslim world, especially during the Crusades. He understood the divisions among Muslim states and the dangers posed by Crusader armies. This awareness guided his future strategies. His early service under Nur ad-Din taught him loyalty and patience. He learned to follow before aspiring to lead. Salahuddin believed that true strength came from unity and justice. These ideas would later inspire his vision for the Muslim world. His education was not only intellectual, but also spiritual and physical. It prepared him for the great mission awaiting him. During these formative years, Salahuddin built his reputation as a trustworthy young man with noble character and sharp insight. Scholars, soldiers, and rulers began to notice him. His humility made him loved, while his wisdom made him respected. The world around him was changing. The Crusaders had occupied Jerusalem, and the Muslim world desperately needed strong leadership. Salahuddin was growing into the leader history would remember. His heart carried both the sword of courage and the light of faith. Part 2. Rise to Power in Egypt and Syria. Salahuddin's journey to power began during a turbulent period in the Muslim world. Crusader states threatened Islamic lands, while internal divisions weakened resistance. Under Nur ad-Din Zangi, Salahuddin gained valuable military experience. He joined campaigns in Syria, where his bravery and wisdom impressed commanders and soldiers alike. His uncle Shirkuh played a major role in shaping his career. Together, they joined campaigns in Egypt, which was under Fatimid control at the time. Egypt held great strategic importance. Whoever controlled Egypt could defend the Muslim world against Crusader invasions and strengthen unity between Damascus and Cairo. The Fatimid Caliphate was in decline, creating opportunities for political change. Shirkuh led a mission to support Egypt's vizier, Shawar, against his rivals. Salahuddin accompanied his uncle with loyalty and courage. He learned not only the art of war, but also complex political negotiations. Their presence in Egypt created tension with Crusader forces. Salahuddin's leadership skills emerged as he organized defenses and inspired soldiers to remain firm. After several battles, Shirkuh successfully established influence in Egypt. The Fatimid Caliph appointed him vizier, making the Ayyubid family extremely powerful. When Shirkuh passed away, Salahuddin was chosen as the new vizier of Egypt. His leadership surprised many, but soon gained respect and loyalty. As vizier, Salahuddin reformed Egypt's administration. He strengthened the economy, built alliances, and replaced corrupt officials with honest and capable men. He encouraged education and religious learning, supporting Sunni scholars and institutions. His policies helped revive Islamic unity in a previously divided land. Salahuddin also strengthened Egypt's military defenses. He improved fortifications and trained disciplined troops to protect against Crusader attacks from Palestine. Though young, he ruled wisely. His justice and generosity earned him the trust of Egyptians who had long suffered from political corruption. His loyalty to Nur ad-Din Zangi remained strong. Though powerful in Egypt, he continued to act as a servant of a greater Islamic cause. The Crusaders tried to exploit divisions between Egypt and Syria, but Salahuddin's strategic vision prevented them from gaining ground. He built a powerful fleet to guard the Nile and the Red Sea. This increased Muslim strength and secured trade routes from enemy raids. Salahuddin's reputation spread across the Muslim world. People admired his fairness, courage, and strong faith, seeing him as a leader chosen by destiny. He gradually replaced Fatimid Shia institutions with Sunni ones. This transition was handled with patience, avoiding bloodshed and ensuring social stability. When the last Fatimid Caliph died, Salahuddin officially ended the Fatimid Caliphate. Egypt became part of the Abbasid Caliphate once again. This was a turning point in Islamic history. Under Salahuddin, Egypt returned to Sunni leadership, strengthening the bond between Cairo and Baghdad. Salahuddin's leadership in Egypt laid the foundation for his future campaigns. His control of Egypt gave him both wealth and political legitimacy. His growing power alarmed Crusaders and rival Muslim rulers. Yet Salahuddin remained focused on unity, not conquest for personal ambition. When Nur ad-Din Zangi passed away, a political vacuum emerged in Syria. Salahuddin was now one of the most powerful Muslim leaders. He moved carefully, consolidating his power while maintaining respect for Nur ad-Din's legacy. His actions reflected loyalty and political intelligence. Gradually, Salahuddin brought Syria under his leadership. Cities like Damascus, Aleppo, and Homs came under his control through diplomacy and strategic alliances. His rise to power was not built on fear, but on respect, justice, and faith. This made his authority widely accepted. Salahuddin was no longer just a commander. He had become the ruler of both Egypt and Syria, a leader of the Muslim world. This unity gave hope to Muslims under Crusader occupation. A new era was beginning, and Salahuddin stood at its center with wisdom and strength. Part 3. The Crusades and the Battle of Hattin. When Salahuddin united Egypt and Syria, his vision grew larger. He sought not just power, but the liberation of Jerusalem from Crusader control. The Crusader kingdom of Jerusalem was strong but divided. Their leaders underestimated Salahuddin's discipline, unity, and religious devotion, which gave his forces unmatched motivation. Salahuddin believed the key to defeating the Crusaders was Muslim unity. He worked patiently to bring different rulers under one Islamic banner. He avoided unnecessary wars with Muslims and focused on reconciliation. This wise strategy gave him stronger armies and secured supply lines across the region. The Crusader states feared Salahuddin's rise. They launched repeated raids to weaken his power, but his commanders defended Muslim lands with precision and courage. Salahuddin carefully planned his campaigns. He gathered intelligence, studied Crusader fortresses, and prepared his soldiers through strict discipline and moral guidance.